Hello and welcome to the Regulars. I'm Stacey McGonigal.
I'm Jason Deraz.
Whoa, I have you so loud. You are just so beaming loud in the mic.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
it's how I feel today.
Well,
I feel
yeah,
powerful.
Jason and I are fired up in a way that is we're upset and sad, and I just caught my overalls in the chat here, shoving down on my skin. So we are just in a mood. And happy Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy
Yeah, I was
Tuesday.
just saying I've got some merch on, but the only reason is why it's on is because I had to like peel a shirt off my body that I've been wearing for 2 days, and I have not showered in 2 days, and I've also worked out, so it's
Which I think is a massive brag.
it's
Um,
pretty beautiful in here.
yeah, I have been showering, but not on my usual schedule. In that I usually, first of all, I look insane today. I really need to have everyone just like clock in to whatever the hell is going on with my face. Uh, I don't know what's happening. Um,
You're fine.
I'm on a level, let me tell you. I can see my shoulders are uneven. I can't get that figured
I
out.
feel like these are straps inspired by Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Suspenders.
Yeah, I am wearing like overalls in a sense, a onesie. But
Yeah.
maybe I'll take the glasses off. Maybe that'll just, I think it made it worse. I don't even know what's happening. Um, Mark says I look radiant, and I need to let that land as I pull something out of my eye. So we are
There you
on a
go.
we are on a full level, but I have been so usually I'll do this cast with you, um, and
Why
then
take off my hat, Mark? I need it today. Here's the thing. I will take it
don't
off.
no, keep it on. It's fine. Keep it
There's a
on.
reason why, I'll say.
Okay.
Because yesterday I got called out for like my hair is getting darker, which is obviously just because of the non-showers, I think. But or maybe it's like my hair's like a mood ring I'm feeling at this point now. So like
So
it changes the color, and we're dark right now is what's happening.
so you got a comment saying your hair is dark. You've decided to take that somehow as a
Hmm.
criticism, as a
Hmm.
negative thing.
No.
And now you're soft. So you've been spiraling on just a comment, and you've
Thanks, Mark.
decided to cover up your hair because you think that it's a bad thing that your hair looks dark.
No, but
This
it's this
is
more proof that I'm unshowered and just unkept today. Like it's as soon as I get off this, I'd like to actually say I'm going to jump in the shower, but I'm not because I
you're not
actually have to go
gonna.
home for work
You're
for a
not
couple hours,
you're
and then
not gonna shower.
I know I can't. I got to go right. This is I jumped into work on Tuesdays after this, so like you
Jason,
know,
you're absolutely fine. We're all doing our best. And someone saying your hair looks dark is not a thing to even be concerned about. I already know what the title of this pod is, and it's Peak Quarantine. And here's the thing that will shoot us in the face because we're here forever, baby.
yeah, peak quarantine. We're just like we just climbed up and we're like, there's the peak. Ah, we're here. Oh, there's another mountain behind it,
Yeah.
and it's bigger by a bunch.
By a
I just want
bunch.
like the dark hair thing is like I like when my hair is blondish because then it's
Sure.
mahalo
I don't know if we can say that.
mahalu.
Mahalu? Mahalu. What was your name? What's your name again? What's the
Here's Mark
nickname?
again.
Oh,
I
Mark in
love
the
it.
chat, you are handsome, hide none of it. And I agree. The thing is, people think sometimes that I'm shitting on Jason. I'm shitting on him with compliments. I'm just like, why don't you love yourself? You're
Snake
fine.
King's helping me out. Throw me a boy. Like the Titanic's going down, and I'm just in the
Okay.
cold water,
I don't want to
and I'm
hurt.
like,
Okay.
Rose, there's a lot of space on that headboard. Like, just move over an inch, and then like we're
Okay.
good.
There's just a couple things I want to say. It's a buoy.
Yep.
It's not a boy.
It depends on what you want to call it.
He got so sad. Are you holding a Tim Hortons mug? That's
Cheers.
that's really nice.
And you know what? We got it just last time when we came back to Canada. My wife got it. It's from the original Tim Hortons. That probably won't mean anything to a lot of people, but like the Canadians will know. The original Tim Hortons in Hamilton, Ontario.
Yeah, that's really nice. I will say, Jason, I think your hair
What a-
looks great. I think what I would
Thanks.
give to maintain a radiant red um, And it's just not, in the DNA because I can't go to the salon. You know what I mean?
Well, this is okay. This might be a question that maybe I'm overstepping boundaries, and I'm so
Wow. Let's
sorry.
overstep. Let's just get there. We're already in a mood.
Because I've been talking to a few people about this, and they're bringing it up too, where it's like, great, there's no going to the salon, and apparently,
Yeah.
the boxes of dye are going like the way of the toilet paper. Like they're just disappearing. So what are you going to do a month from now
I'm letting it go.
when letting it go?
I can't go back to box dye because I love my hairdresser so much. Like, I have found, like, I can't tell you. I have to take these glasses off. I feel like, sorry. Um, I have found the most amazing, like, hair. I would not even stylist, just like magician. I would call her a hair
Yeah.
magician, and I just love her and adore her, and she does such a good job on my hair, and she's like helped me with my hair that like I simply and utterly cannot disrespect the work that she's done by putting a box dye on it for me because my hair's so thin that like it ruins my hair. Some people are doing great work, and I'm so jealous of their box dye job.
I used to box dye all the time.
Me too.
I think
I
that
only box dyed. I box dyed my eyebrows too, which I
I was
miss.
using, I used every color of the rainbow at one point in my
Can we
life,
see
for
how
sure.
crooked my overalls are? Like, what is happening?
Jameson wants to bring, like, Jameson wishes he could pull off overalls. And you know what? I feel that. Like, bring overalls back, or early 90s overalls. It's going to be so great.
They already are back. I hate to break it to you.
Well, I'm like, I catch it 2 years later. Like, I'm basically a suburb person now. It feels like it's like 2 years later. I'm like, I know what's up.
Oh,
That's what's
totally.
happening.
Well, Jameson, here's the thing about overalls. All you got to do is put them on, and you're pulling them off. That's my
Yeah.
quarantine tip and vibe. Just put them on, and you're pulling them off. I miss like getting ready. Like as you know, like I think I'm just like in the last like couple of days, just this is not new. This is not special. We are all going through this, and of course, it should go without saying that we are in an incredibly privileged position to be able to
Yeah.
do this. So, Jameson noted. He's like, God
Yeah.
damn.
Like, my Instacart guy, I want to kiss him, but I'm like, well, that just destroys the whole purpose of me not going to
No,
Ralph's. But
totally.
like, you know, he's a goddess.
Totally. A
He's
goddess that
helped.
but I miss like, I miss being like, can I pull that off? That question of like, can I go outside like this?
I, I I can't risk it. I can't bring it back in. I got Charlie here. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm sick. And I know like people that are under 9 are just immune, and that's not true either. But like, it's great that this disease is. I know we don't really ever talk about COVID here,
Yeah,
and
we
we're
really
gonna
don't.
keep that space away. But it's like it's great that it's like. I lied. I'm
Just,
not gonna get
well,
into it.
you
I'm
need
not.
to finish it because you said it's great because.
No, it's. I don't want to get into the whole
Okay,
thing.
fine. We're too
It's
much. We're soft today.
Yeah, I'm soft. I'm sorry. That was a. I will say this about Charlie. He hit a landmark yesterday, which some people will find exciting, I think.
What?
And maybe I'll post a video because I did record it, which I never do that as like a dad to be like,
Okay.
this is a moment, so I need to record it. But I felt like I wanted to yesterday. But yesterday, 2 days ago, we watched A New Hope because Tasha said it was okay for my child who was 4 years old to watch it, and she
No,
was right.
I want to say that I also said that. Okay.
Just so thanks, Tasha, for allowing me to justify showing it to my child.
Okay.
But then he was like, "Well, what's number 2?" And I was more excited about. I mean, like I
You
was
were
excited
excited
to show
about
him
the
A New
Emperor.
Hope, but like
Empire Strikes Back?
Empire Strikes Back
Yeah.
is like. So he saw the moment yesterday where it was like, I'm your father.
Yeah. What did he say?
I just said, I'm not your father. Like it's a Maury Povich thing or something. But
He went, I'm not your father. You know when yeah. Darth Vader's just like, dude, I'm not your father. And then he goes, ah!
all the sand people are like, oh.
No.
R2D2.
Oh, no. He's high-fiving everyone. Darth Vader's just high-fiving in the front row. Oh, I got
We are filming this sketch.
it. Oh, I'd
Darth
love
Vader,
to.
you are not the father.
I-
What? But that's the whole.
If that is not already a sketch, then that's a problem in comedy. it's just going to be a problem. It's like on
Yeah.
SNL when they did middle-aged mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which was
But isn't it
hilarious.
crazy that that sketch has not been done before? Like that's wild to
I, I
me.
I liked that they went back to. I think the way they came up with that was probably like, oh, we got to figure out this medium.
But
Let's go back
how
to some of the
no
old
but
animation,
how
and then
has
it turned into.
that but how has that premise not been a sketch already?
You know what I loved about that sketch is that they actually took the time in that one bit to be like,
You didn't even
so
answer my question. You stared at
how has it
me
never been done? I don't know. Like, how has it not been done? I don't know.
and moved on.
I thought that was like a rhetorical question.
It's
How
fine.
can I answer it? I don't
Listen,
know. I guess maybe it's been done. I mean, we could look it
oh,
up
here's what's
or.
crazy. I didn't think that that was a rhetorical question.
But how? What's okay? So what's the answer to how has that never been done
I
before?
don't know.
I don't know. It is crazy because it is. It's one of those things like after you see it, you're like, yeah, obviously this should have been done before.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, what were you saying?
I really like the part when they just played it out when I think it was Donatello got the phone call and it was just like, well, you know that thing on your spine, and his eyes just like welled up.
He's having a salad in the lunchroom and he's like, mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
benign.
Okay. And then has to continue on with work. I love that. I'm getting some tips in the thread about my hair. People are saying I
Okay.
need to do like a pigmented conditioner. And Kayla and Haley and Shayla are all on board for this. So I'm going to look. Or no, well, Haley's into overalls, but I misread that. But I'm going to look into this now. And thank you for those tips. Watercolor shampoo help keep my hair red. I think it's already too late for me. The roots are in, and I'm just gonna slowly fade into a blonde with big old
One day I'm going to
roots.
surprise you. I'm going to show up and I'm going to have red hair.
That'd
I'm
be
just
so
gonna be like,
nice in solidarity. It's so nice.
in solidarity. Like it's a bad thing to have red hair.
No, in solidarity with me because I can't have red hair. You're gonna in solidarity have red hair with me.
Yes, but if you can't have it and then I have it, that's more like rubbing salt in the wounds.
Oh, right. Well, I'm choosing to see the rainbow and
And I'm just seeing the shit that it goes into. There's manure at the end of this rainbow. It's just a mud puddle. Is that
um,
mud? Ooh.
who is that, Mud? So I do have some cool news.
Oh, yeah, killing it.
I have been dipping my toe in
Okay.
Animal Crossing.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Now, I'm dipping a toe in Animal Crossing. Now, some friends of mine have asked for, I guess you need a code, and I realized I didn't have an account. So, for those like Mark and Drada asking, it's coming, and then we can play together. Wow.
This is big for you because you don't even play video games. Like you play
No.
none of that.
No, I don't even know how to do it. I love technology so much, as you know. But for video games, I'm like, how do I turn that on? Well, where do I go? What button do I press? So I just run around for how long? Who's that person? How do I pick that up? I don't get this. It's a lot of that. But I need something because, I'm hitting my peak here. I'm watching Friday Night Lights, and that's
Yep.
about it. And that's about it.
I got to get into that. I have to do it.
I can't believe how many episodes I'm into Friday Night Lights. I'm
I'm afraid
14.
to get into it, to be honest. But
Why?
yeah. Because my wife's been begging me for years. And now if I go, well, we're doing it for the pod, she's going to be like, okay.
Oh my
We'll
God.
do it for the pod. But I've been asking you for years to watch that.
I don't think you can watch it.
I know.
I just imagine you watching Friday Night Lights wearing our merch, and your wife, who you have described as Seattle, is just sitting on the couch like,
She's going to open the bathroom door one day and I'm going to be like, oh, it's porn. I swear it's porn.
but it's Friday Night Lights. You're catching up.
Why
Well,
are you hiding under a blanket on the toilet? It's porn. I'm watching porn.
watching porn. It's porn. It's porn. I don't even respect these women. I don't. No, it's actually getting really good. But I've heard that season 2 is when the infamous writer's strike happened. So it's actually some of the worst television because the network wrote the season. So, and that's when I had originally dipped my toe in Friday Night Lights, like when it was on TV. I was watching season 2 and it made no sense to me. And I was told that that
So
is
then
a
does it get
well-known
back
thing.
on track
Yes.
according to lore?
Yeah, it gets way back on track for season 3.
Okay, so maybe I'll just skip season 2.
You can't because there's things that
Okay.
happen, you know?
Okay, I'll watch season 2
Yeah. Season 1
in the
is,
bathroom under a cover.
yeah. And then on the door it says, I'm watching porn. In a way you are, because there's a lot of sex appeal going on. We got Kyle Chandler. We got
My problem is like I can binge. So like it's gonna be like she's like gonna be like, how did you just watch 7 hours of porn? Well, I did.
Okay, we need to stop. We need to stop joking about you watching hours of porn. I simply and utterly can't let it land. Not in these overalls, not in this top knot. You know, I attempted to put some makeup on today, but I just didn't want to put mascara on. It takes forever to get off, and this is just
And you don't need to. You
that's
don't need
nice.
it.
Well, I'd like it. That's the problem. Do you need a Switch for Animal Crossing? Says Jameson. Yes. Yes, you do. So
Do you own a Switch?
I do. No, I have one on lend. I'm borrowing.
Oh, I was about to say you've never played video games and all of a sudden you just pull out the Switch
No.
or during this pandemic you're like, you know what I'll do? I'll buy a Switch.
No, one's on lend, so I'm playing
see.
it. But yeah. So that's how I've been filling my time, and yeah, that's my
Great.
problem. But I am loving. I'm just. Also, this is what I wanted to bring up. There is a brand new Bachelor show now. I have decided to watch it.
This is the singing one, right?
Jenny Cirillo has also decided to watch it. So what I'm going to do in our Facebook group is start a subgroup for people watching the show. And if we want to talk about it, no press, no press. But I'm also going to do a reality show subgroup for the regulars. So we can start talking challenge, V pump. I'm needing it. I'm needing to like discuss Shaw's. And then I thought maybe a separate Bachelor one. Listen to your heart.
Yeah. Just know like you'll be talking to Stacy alone. For,
Here's what I love about it. It's people who are like musicians, and then they're also forcing them to find like love. It makes no sense. It's so layered and complicated.
Yeah.
I
Is it just so they can sing to each other? Like they just want it to be Glee, like The Bachelor meets Glee, essentially?
well, first of all, it's very archaic for you to bring up Glee. It's definitely
Archaic? Because like to me
A
that's
Star is Born is what they're
the
trying
newest show on the
to.
planet.
They're trying to be like A Star is Born. Like your co-singer or your partner is also your love partner.
Well, there's a few on here. I'm ready to talk challenge, married at first sight.
Okay, here's the thing.
I'll do
Kayla,
Married at
I
First Sight.
want to get into Married at First Sight, but much like
And I'll
90
definitely
Day.
do challenge.
What?
And I said I'll definitely do the challenge.
No,
as well.
I'm
Yeah.
also doing the challenge. I can't get into Married at First Sight. And I just don't know why. Like, I just don't know why they want to get married at first sight. Like, for me, I'm like,
But
I
you
don't
were
get
into
it.
you were into the pods. So like
But
it's
the pods,
similar.
no, because the pods is you're getting to know someone, and based on how you feel about them, you then get engaged. That I
Yeah,
can
and
get
it goes
behind.
horribly wrong.
No, it doesn't. Not for many of them.
Eh.
And then Married at First Sight is like, I'm putting on this dress. Who's out there? Okay, you'll do. And I'm just like, everyone, why do we feel that this is what we need? I don't get it. And 90 Day Fiance, I'm trying to get into, but it is sad and dark. It is sad and dark. And it gives me a pit.
There's just so much TV to watch right now.
I know, there's just too much. But yeah, the drama is hilarious, I will say. But so we're going to do some subgroups because I'm just missing the conversation about reality TV. And it's like no one wants to talk about the TV because we're all just surviving through TV, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought maybe I was having a little, shower thought as you do. And I was like, maybe we should do some subgroups in the old Facebook shenanigan. So Jason will lead up the challenge. Are you caught up on that?
I haven't watched episode 1 of that.
Oh my God.
But I tell
Jay.
you what, that's something I can burn through in a night. Because what episode are they on? Like episode 6?
I think 3.
3. I'll watch that during my shower.
No problem. Oh my God. Can you imagine a shower TV? I'd never leave. I'd never leave. But Jenny Cirillo is correct when she says that Listen to Your Heart, the Bachelor singing show, it's like a party, but everyone has brought a guitar and wants to woo you with their deep, soft music. It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah. And number 3 is on tomorrow. So like 2 episodes to catch up. I'm going to watch them during this podcast.
And the challenge is going to be great because the challenge we got old time classics. We got Johnny Bananas. Apparently we got who else is back? CT. Wes, I think, is back. So we got some
So
good.
you've watched the first 2?
I've watched the first one, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. It's good. I love the challenge. I remember early days of the challenge when it was like spit this watermelon seed as far as you can. And then and now it's like everyone's just jacked to the max and they got to like climb Mount Everest. It's like it's evolved. It's so good. Oh, look at we got Danielle in the chat. We adore and love her. She's a huge challenge fan. Only 2 episodes of the challenge are out, so we got time. Yeah. Wes and Bananas.
Hi, Danielle.
Danielle, how are you? What's going on?
I just want to thank Danielle because all these times on the podcast, Stacey mentions how you have my back. So here's to Danielle, Audrey, all Stacey's close friends.
Yeah, they have your back. They don't have my back.
Yeah, what am I cheers? I'm going to cheers because they got your back.
Anytime I buy something over $50, I can expect Danielle going, "Is that fiscally responsible? Did you need that?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I needed that face roller." Yeah. Totes, buddy.
Yes, that exotic painting is on. I need it.
I needed it. I needed an exotic paint by numbers. It's gorgeous and wonderful. Yeah, so she's always on your side. You know what I mean?
She's great.
You know what you should probably do that maybe you should give this a go? Why don't you try like saging your house a little bit? Because I think I'm going to do that today after this pod and just open the windows and try and get a new vibe out. And we haven't seen the new episode of Tiger King yet. What are we doing? We're complaining about TV.
Oh my God, I didn't watch that last night.
Me either. I forgot the second this thing ended.
Do you know how mad that is though? Like, we said yesterday we were going to watch that last night.
I know.
We haven't spoken about it since that moment.
No, we haven't at all.
And you already knew because you were like, "Oh my God, we haven't watched that yet."
It's because Mark Andrade. Mark Andrade said in the chat, "Have you guys seen the new episode of Tiger King?"
No, I don't mean that. I mean, like, you said it with such confidence that you knew I also didn't watch it last night.
No, because you would have said something. You would have texted me
For
or
sure,
something.
I guess I would have said something.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol at Big Cat Rescue.
I can't believe.
That was a pretty good impression on SNL this week, too, that Carol Baskin's thing.
Oh, Chloe Fineman.
And
She's so great.
I guess the bike thing is a big thing because everybody's like, Carol Baskin on a bike. It's like, it just looks so awkward. I love it.
Well, what's crazy is, I think I said this on the Tiger King review, but the thing that's wild to me is Carol, it's almost like she knew she was being shot in slow-mo. You know what I mean? Like when you know something's going to be a slow-mo video.
I don't know if that was slow-mo. I think I think she has a talent of riding a bike extremely slow. She's got great balance.
No, it was in slow-mo because you can see her eyes not blink.
Carol Baskin blink? Come on.
Come on. You can't blink if you're a murderer. Allegedly.
What's going on in his life?
I do. It's not that I feel bad for Carol Baskins, but I feel like she's getting the real shit under the stick. Like everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Tiger King, yeah," and he's like, "Hey y'all, what's up?" And then we're like, "Carol Baskins is a murderer."
She has been getting death threats. I saw an article yesterday. She's like, "I'm getting death threats all the time now."
And then it's just like it's so crazy where she's like, he's in jail because he wanted to murder me," and everyone's like, "We love you, Tiger King. You killed your husband," and she's like,
The part that they skip over so quickly is like he mailed her poison. He didn't mail her, but he stuffed poisonous snakes into her mailbox. And I don't think they live close to each other, which means he drove forever.
He didn't drive.
And he was giggling the whole time.
I think he got a minion to do it.
$3,000, no problem.
That was to murder her.
Yeah. I wonder how much it cost to get snakes to put in her mailbox. Because he pulled the snakes out. They were from his place.
I think it was probably $75 and like a Golden Corral buffet voucher.
Oh my God, we can't. I think after this pandemic, the Golden Corral buffet is going to be all over with.
Golden Corral, for those in Canada like myself, Golden Corral, it was the nastiest thing I'd ever seen.
I've never been in one.
No, because a Golden Corral, like all the commercials for it was like a normal buffet, and then like a cotton candy thing, a chocolate fountain. Like I was like,
Are you kidding me?
No,
I want to go to this.
no, absolutely not.
You can get your own you can make your own cotton candy and then put chocolate on top of it by the
well,
sounds of it. Because
you can't put chocolate. You can't put anything on cotton candy because it's going to
could.
dissolve. I hate
Well,
cotton candy. No. Mark says, please, Carol Baskins has a victim complex. Excuse me. I think the thing that's crazy about Carol Baskins too, and she was like, he put venomous snakes in my mailbox. Oh, what are you going to do? And so I think we feel less bad because she's just kind of like, oh my God. They're telling me they wanted to kill me so bad I had to close the drapes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's how she acts. What are you giggling at? Do you think it's true?
I believe everything Mark Andrade says. So
Totally.
I now think that Carol Baskins has a victim complex.
Well, let's be clear, and we have someone in the chat saying every main person in Tiger King is a terrible person. Yes. Oh, they're all not great. They're all. I think that's the point. Is like you really can't side with anybody because everyone's problematic.
When I think it was when the writer's strike happened, or when when reality TV all of a sudden blew up because they were like, we need to figure shit out. I think it was during the actor strike, even back in like the 99 or whatever, or early 2000s.
When Friday Night Lights was affected. Go on.
So what happened was though too is they quickly realized they're like, oh, people will tune in for the evil person, the heel of the show. But now it's like reality TV is just, let's put all the heels together on one show. It's like just a bunch of bad people. And they're like, everybody's interesting.
I think that has been reality TV forever, and that's everyone's storyline is what makes you good and what makes you bad. So what's like the thing that we go, oh my God.
Who's good in the Tiger King?
But no one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everyone.
They went from here to like, oh, this is good. And now they're just like, we'll just make them all Omarosas.
Why do you always go back to Omarosa?
The OG of the heel. OG of the heel. Either that or Richard Hatch. Was that his name? The guy that won like the first Survivor?
He went to jail.
The old man that walked around naked but was a total asshole. And then he won. And
but then
went, what?
Then he went to jail because he didn't pay taxes.
He went to jail. Like,
I know.
Yeah,
I just said that.
we all knew he was bad.
No, he's bad because he didn't pay his taxes.
Yeah.
Sorry, my squirrel friend is back on my recycling. So there's just a squirrel that lives in my recycling bin now, and it just pops out of it and like eating a little berry. It's like his little apartment.
Oh, I will point this out too. Someone put except Saf, and then Mark. Yeah, the worker who got their arm bitten off seemed like a reasonable person.
They were.
Yeah, although put Saf in a reality show where everybody else is like a normal regular person, and Saf's gonna be the one that they're like, wait a second, you got your arm bit off, and then you're like, I better get back to work because the media's gonna eat this shit up. A little crazy.
I don't know. I feel
although I like she's great, but crazy.
I believe also, and I would like correction in the chat. I believe that Saf was misgendered on the documentary. No, I believe.
I don't know, but then I feel terribly.
No, I felt terrible. I feel terribly too because I'm not quite sure. I'll have to look that up, but I believe they were. So if someone can confirm that.
But Tasha's saying what I said about Saf. Far too loyal to Joe Exotic. And knows that Joe's Exotic is the person that he is.
Yeah. So Danielle has confirmed. Yeah. So Saf I believe, is a trans man, and they were misgendered, which is terrible. The whole show. Anyways.
Well, but I don't know if the show did that or if just people watching that.
Well, the people creating the documentary completely misgendered them. Oh, he said he's cool with it though. They asked Saf about it in the most recent episode. He's cool with it. Well, he's very understanding.
Oh, I see.
Because that's bullshit. We should be using his pronouns properly. Any
Well,
whoosies.
it-
The fact that he got his arm bitten off and then and then he was
and
like,
I was like,
we
gotta
gotta
get
go back to work.
5 days out of
But
the hospital.
this is what I'm saying. This show, like, regardless of where they sit on the morality spectrum here, they're all questionable. But the thing that I think is so intoxicating about this show is the community and this like cult like behavior. So like Doc Antle with his like bevy of weird women wearing like sexy Halloween costumes 24/7, and like thankful for the day off to get a boob job. Like that's a cult like material or cult like behavior.
Well,
And
maybe
so is
someone in the
Joe.
chat can help me out on this because we're kind of falling back into Tiger King / Lion King. But but Donatel,
Did you say
I saw
Donatel or
him in,
Doc Antle? You just said
or
Donatel.
Donatello. I'm just still
He
stuck on the
basically
teenage
called
middle.
him Donatello. You know in The Lion King when Donatello has that bevy of women?
And then Kermit the Frog. They try to kill Kermit the Frog on the bike.
Oh my god.
But maybe he came out and said, "Look, the documentary's crazy and wrong. Like they're obviously."
Oh yeah,
blowing
let's
things up
trust
too."
him. Anything he says. Anything
But he did.
says.
I believe what he said is those
Ugh.
women are not his wives, and he's not married to them. They actually have husbands that are there. And his thing was, he was like, "Why did they just focus on the female employees I have? Like we have a whole family of." He's like, "Their husbands work for me as well." So, and maybe I'm wrong. People like Jameson Kramer will know better, but I'm pretty sure like he was like, well, they've also misrepresented me as well, obviously, because they
Oh,
want to
did
make us
they?
all look as crazy as possible.
Well, they are. Too bad. Sorry
For sure
about
they are.
it.
They
Sorry
that guy
about
grew a
it.
ponytail and said, "I'm going to start collecting tigers and make a zoo in my backyard." So like,
I have a
you're
ponytail.
already.
I'm forcing my workers to get boob jobs. They're starting to work with me when they're 16, and their parents are going, "Don't fall in love with him." His
Yeah,
couches
he
look
said
like
that's
big
also
beds.
fake. He's like, I didn't force anybody to get a
Sure.
boob job. Like,
Sure. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll have to watch this last episode because I would like some confirmation on some things.
I'll say this too, because someone said I almost went to Doc Antle's zoo when I was in Myrtle Beach. Glad I didn't. I'm glad you were in Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach was my childhood haven. I love Myrtle Beach.
Danielle's correct. Also, he has a soul patch, so there's that. And people who have a soul patch by choice, I have questions. I have questions. I will tell you. Also, like you,
Yeah, because that means literally you when you shave, you do this and you see it,
yeah, and you go,
but you make that choice to go around it.
you know what? Leave it. It looks good. Let's not even bring up the John Travolta of it all, because he's bald as a bald eagle, which they have feathers, so haha, they're better than him. But John Travolta.
That was you. If I had a soundboard, I could have got to do the dad joke sound effect at that point.
I've lost it. We're both soft today. I can't with it. But
It feels
John
like we're crawling into this week. We're like, okay, here it comes.
we're like, oh God, how far?
Which also, you mentioned this afterwards, and this is how much we've crawled into this week. Let's pop some champagne. Yesterday was our first month anniversary.
Oh my God,
of doing
yes.
a live stream together. It was where we've hit a month,
And we totally didn't even celebrate.
and this is what happens when you make it over that hill.
We both
Cheers.
take time. Cheers. You're drinking water. I'm drinking coffee. I'm buzzed. Yeah, we didn't even celebrate our 1 month doing this every day, every weekday. I would be remiss at this point if I didn't bring up a couple of pictures of John Travolta's soul patch, because it honestly is something I am happy to talk about at all times, because it's very unsettling.
But it was kind of fitting for his character in Pulp Fiction, right? Like, isn't that when he debuted the soul patch?
No, but here's the thing, Jay. He's bald, so like he doesn't have
He's
facial.
not bald on his chin.
I think he is.
So you think that's a toupee under his bottom lip?
Okay, okay. I need 1 second to set this up because Jason,
There's
like
no way that
Jason,
he's literally putting
Jason?
fake hair under his lip.
Jason.
If this is it, my world has changed. Battlefield Earth is just become real in some way, shape, or form. And I'm going to become a Scientologist if he's putting fake stuff under his bottom lip.
He is. I need to find it. I'm telling you, it's unsettling.
If you're typing on the net,
If I'm
John
typing on
Travolta's
the
soul
net,
patch. Yeah, but if you're looking for it on there and then you're gonna be like the first site you find, you go, see, it's real. Then come on.
look at this. You can't see it
Okay.
yet, can you? Tell me when you can see it
No.
in the chat. Okay. Now, this is what I want to talk about. Okay, tell me when it shows up. I think it should be there at this point, but
Okay, well that's a fake picture.
no, that's not a big picture.
Somebody put a
Jason.
Sharpie at the bottom
No,
of a picture of him
Jason,
at the
they
Oscars.
didn't.
Is what happened there.
No.
That is a fly walking across somebody's picture that they had on their desk of John Travolta or
No.
something.
This is true. This is true. Now, this is what I want to bring up. Okay, go
and then
ahead.
I'll bring up something too.
Okay, great. I love how you are defending John Travolta. First of all, that's a wig. He's wearing a wig, and he's
I'm
either
not worried about the wig. I'm worried about you talking about him putting fake hair under the lip, under the equator of his face.
no. First of all, it's
There's
on
no
his
fake
chin.
hair.
It's on his chin.
I know which is what I was going to bring up. That's not a soul patch. That's a weird goatee or something. A soul patch has to come down from the lip
I
down
understand.
to the chin.
But when people bring up soul patches, this is the only thing I can think of. So I'm telling you that I think that he put spirit gum on the tip of his chin and he put that hair
Did you see what Robbie put? That's pretty funny.
on. What? He looks like that kid's toy with the little metal shavings that you magnetically arrange over a cartoon guy's face.
And Audrey's right too. It's not symmetrical. It definitely leans to the right of his face, and that's why I'm saying that's not real. That's just like something is.
Okay, I'm
fallen
gonna
on
I'm
or
gonna
something.
make this just a little bigger right now so people can see it. This is just covering our faces a little bit, and I think that that's okay. This is
Tasha thinks it's frostbite, so
I'm just telling you that I think that that's fake hair because this is what I want to talk about. I also think his eyebrows might be fake. They might have also been put on with a spirit gum. But he doesn't have
you
a
think
beard.
His eyebrows are fake now too.
There's something up with them. Either they're really badly dyed. Potentially.
This is John Travolta. Like this guy's got this chiseled huge head. Like eventually he's walking around as Mount Rushmore party of one. Because like
what?
his face since he was a kid was just like this rock. You know how like some celebrities are like, oh yeah, you were born a celebrity because your face is just like massive and
Oh, he's like
you've got all these chiseled features as hell. That's John Travolta. And now it looks weird.
I just don't think it's real. I mean, like, I can't believe it's real is what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm just collecting more pictures of John Travolta. That's just completely unsettling to me.
That's like he was cooking and he fell on his stove is what that is. Like
Well,
he bumped his chin on a hot burner is what that one is. That's not a soul patch. That's not hair.
he just wears a lot of wigs. Tons
I
of
also
wigs.
can't tell if that's that guy's foot in the back behind his left ear or if that's like he's starting to grow hair back there.
What do you mean?
Behind his left ear, it comes down. I think that's the guy's leg, but I'm like, that actually looks pretty good. You get that little tuft of hair coming out the back there, John. Nice. Keep going. Have that coming out the back of your hockey helmet. I know. I got it.
Okay, I know I don't want to like really be focused on John Travolta, but I do want to show just a few pictures more that I have found that do we have time? Okay. Now, I only bring
I
this
also
up.
want to know what Haley means by Miss Doubtfire remake.
I don't know.
Is he in Miss Doubtfire?
No, John Travolta walks
No.
around like Mount Rushmore party of one. Yeah. It's unreal that you said that, Jay. And I'm really upset that I let that pass. It makes no sense.
As it came out of my mouth, I was trying to be like, here's a volley. And then you didn't spike it. I was like, here you go. And then you were sitting in a sandbox eating ice cream. I'm like,
No, I wasn't. I was in the
we're
internet.
playing beach volleyball.
I
I
was-
volleyed.
No. I found this picture of John Travolta, and I think that I should be the MVP of this pod today. Because
You are. You're,
first of all, one of my favorite movies of all time is Grease, and they came together to
that's
like.
not John Travolta.
Yes,
Is
that
John
is.
Travolta?
Yes, it is.
No, that's some
No,
guy that's playing
no.
John Travolta in like a stage show of Grease or something somewhere.
No, I'm telling you. Oh, Cody just said, "Oh my gosh, I listen to the regulars as part of my commute to work. He fell behind, sadly, only now discovering I can watch you guys on YouTube." Well, welcome, Cody. We're glad you're here, and I hope you're enjoying this John Travolta deep dive. This is John Travolta with Olivia Newton-John, and this is when they came together to celebrate like a Grease anniversary, and it's upsetting to me, Jason. Look at this.
This is inspiring to me because that is
No, it's not.
rinsing lemon in your hair, walking out into the sun, and that's my afternoon.
Oh, I can't. I
As I
can't.
just walk into the ocean and let it wash me away.
Okay, I'll stop posting photos with John Travolta, but
What do you mean stop? That's only the second one. I want a third for sure.
Oh,
Where he has his soul patch.
okay.
And
Well,
why is he blonde? See, I love it. Lemon.
okay, I have one more. I have more. I wouldn't say this is the best one, but this is the one that's given me sincere
Nightmares.
pause. Yeah, because I can't quite figure out what's kind of going on with him. But I think it's for a movie, but I also think he enjoys it. So here we go. Here's the last one. So
I'm waiting.
okay, I know.
Wait, no,
I really should have just sent them to you, but here we are. We're in the middle of it. So this is John Travolta. I believe this is Pulp Fiction, no? Or what is this?
that's got to be Battlefield Earth, I would think. Or no, you're right. That is Pulp Fiction.
But Kate, can you see that his soul patch goes into his chin crack?
We have to Instagram. First of all, Mark, I wasn't making fun of it at all. I'm actually going to do that today. I only have enough lemon left for like my hair, and it's going to be used. But we need to like zoom in on that and put that on our Instagram and ask people what is this, and they're all going to say hairy ass for sure.
Well, it also looks like a landing strip for like a woman getting like waxed.
Shayla did put, now that's a landing strip.
To me, I was like, do I bring this into my waxer? What is this?
We should just put his face up on our stories and like have just cartoon planes coming in and landing on his chin.
I've made it a little bigger so people can really see what's going on, but he made that
I'm
choice.
afraid to see a little bigger. Oh.
Oh, Jameson said it's
Oh,
from
they
Swordfish.
said that's Swordfish.
That's with Halle Berry, isn't it, where she shows her boobs?
I don't know. I've never seen Swordfish. But I'm not the one that brought it up, and I don't even know what the premise of Swordfish is.
I don't think anyone in the movie of Swordfish knew what the plot of Swordfish was. All I know
What
is
does it
that
have to do with the swordfish?
all I know is that Halle Berry in one scene, I believe it was Swordfish, she's sunbathing with one of those like mirrors, but like her boobs are like bare and like they're in the mirror. I believe.
What a weird setup. Can you just jack this under your boobs here, and we're just gonna? That's weird.
First of all, cool director. Hey, Halle, can you just jack these under?
What's that? Halle Berry's agent wants to talk to me. Can't say that. Oh, okay.
But the thing
can you
is,
just
the thing is,
smack this mirror underneath your tatas there, and we'll get to shooting. No, what?
can you plant the seedling of this mirror under your your melons?
Chad or DOP, let's get in here. We'll just shoot in the mirror. We'll just get underneath those Holly Bear boobs there.
You call
Hey,
them
Holly Bear boobs.
You
You should use that. You can use that sometime. You don't have to credit me.
I thought you were gonna call them her Halle Berries. Oh my god, that's so funny to me. Oh my god. Oh, Jameson said it's about a fish. Of course it is. Of course it is. That's so
That's
funny.
why I would never reference it. I need like
Ugh.
interesting premise is what I need to talk about a movie and
I
that
don't think
I've
you
never
do.
seen before.
I don't think you need an interesting premise to talk about a movie you haven't seen, and that's the problem. That is the main problem. Oh my god.
I was so happy that I went to Olive, California, which is a city where
Cool, because I thought you were saying olive. Like I went to Olive, California instead of olive, so I wasn't sure.
I went to Olive, California, but I did go to Olive, California. I've talked about this before. How disappointed I was when they just didn't have green olives. And they're like, "That's used for olive oil. You don't just eat those alone." I'm like, "You guys need to change your fucking name of this city." and then I brought out my shotgun. But what happened was I did go to like a nice little restaurant there, and they're
Right.
like, "This is where Sideways is shot," and I was like, I was so happy about it, and then I realized I've never seen the movie, so why should I care?
Cool.
Yeah. Sometimes my walks just walk into a lake.
I felt the water crash. It was crashing on my ankles, and I said, "Don't bring me down. Don't bring me down with you,
And I
please."
said, no, keep walking. More steps.
I have one more photo of John Travolta. Do we want to see it or not? I just
Yeah.
want this to prove, not that anyone's not believing me, that he does wear wigs. And so this is a big close up. It's going to be a bit shocking, so I want to let people know ahead of time. And if you're listening to this and you're very annoyed that you can't see any of these photos, you can go to our YouTube channel after you listen, and you can see them. And I'll put them on our Instagram too.
Yeah, Mark Andrade, big yes.
Okay, so as we can see here, this is what I like to call a lace front. So it's not because I like to call
A
it
lace front?
They're lace front wigs. So basically,
Oh,
this is covering you and IJ, so we can't see our faces. But
that's fine.
basically, you glue down the front of the wig.
Okay.
Yeah.
That looks photoshopped.
No, that is a lace front wig.
Oh, is this not John Travolta?
This is John Travolta.
It's photoshopped.
No, it's not, Jason. Oh my God.
I could do that on Photoshop, and I'm terrible.
Jason,
Yeah, it does
please.
look like a window screen. That's a screen door. That's how you yell into
That
John
is
Travolta's head.
that is a lace front. That's what like drag queens, they like glue down the front of their wigs. SNL.
I just feel like John Travolta would know enough. If he did that, he would still be able to be like, great, now you put the part that covers that up. So when they take pictures of me, which is inevitably going to happen, they won't be able to see a screen door on my head.
Yeah, but cameras nowadays catch everything.
But he knows that. Out of anybody, the people
don't
that know
think
that are
he
like Tom
does.
Cruise, Nicole Kidman, whoever else is married in that, I don't know.
Cool. Wow. I can't believe you're an apologist. It's crazy. That's crazy to me.
I'm not. If you tell me that John Travolta wears a wig, I say, I believe you.
Thank you.
If you say he wears a wig as a soul patch, I say, Stacey, you're wrong.
No, and thank you, Jameson. HD, baby. Catching everything. One of my
Yeah, I know, but I think he knows that.
I remember my grandmother and I talking about when HD was really coming into play, and one of our favorite news anchors, Gord Martineau of City TV, and I remember the first day that HD camera caught him, and he was too much blush. It was just too much.
Yeah.
But when
I did walk into a Best Buy one time and they were showing the movie. I think it was Wolverine, and they had a close up on Hugh Jackman's face, and I was like, whoa,
yeah,
this is too real. I
Yeah.
can't. Like you could see blackheads and stuff, and I was like, this isn't the Wolverine I know.
this is what I'm saying.
And then another TV was showing Beetlejuice, and it looked like it was a stage show. Like it changed the whole feeling of Tim Burton stuff, because I was like, well, now it just looks like they're walking onto a set and not into like a scary house. It was too real.
Well,
Too real.
There's something like when you watch older movies, like even to bring it back to Ferris, like there's like kind of like a film. There's like a little like, so you feel separated. But when you're watching like full HD, like now that they're shooting in like 4K and stuff, I'm like, I don't need the reality that much.
No.
I want the softness.
How much more do we want to see the realness?
I want the Oprah light. Remember on Oprah, she was just so beautifully lit. Everyone was angelic on the Oprah show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody, I do know the AAA girls, which is Alaska, Courtney Acton, and Willem, and they have a song, a lace front like this, and they make fun of Travolta. They reference him.
Fair warning, it's a parody song and might be offensive to some.
Good. That's a good warning. I mean, they're drag queens, so they're not gonna be singing, about kid stuff. What? I also think that there was like, and I guess we're just talking about wigs now, but and I'd be curious what people think in the chat as well. Mike Myers, isn't there like lore about Mike Myers having a wig? Like he was bald and he was wearing a wig for a while, or was that? Remember they were playing.
I don't believe that.
Someone was playing basketball and then their wig fell off. That might have been David Spade too.
That may because like Mike Myers,
Because in Black
I
Sheep,
don't
doesn't
know.
Spade's like hair flap open? Remember that joke?
Yeah,
And then everyone was like,
yeah.
no, that's his real hair. And I was like, I don't think so. I'm just gullible, but they're saying Mike Myers wore wigs too, which I believe because I feel like any adult man who's got a mushroom cut is wearing a wig. Because why would it's like if you have a mushroom cut, like
Are you
you're trying to
are
prove
you
to me
coming
how
at
much hair.
Wayne's World now? What's happening? This is your favorite movie.
No, Mike Myers in like the
Uh-huh.
2000s used to
Mhm.
wear a mushroom cut. And I couldn't
Yeah, I
help
know.
believe that that was a wig because it's like you're overcompensating. It's like when guys like rev their Honda Civics, we all know that their dicks are little, right? So it's like the mushroom cut hair is like, I'm bald, is what I'm saying. Does that make sense? Does that
Yeah,
walk track?
yeah. But
Oh, yeah,
it's just
killing
like yeah,
it.
they're getting older. They're on film. I think it's the same as all makeup and whatever else. It's just like they probably maybe they make their hair a bit thicker or something like that just to look right on camera. And I'm like, yeah,
Let us
okay.
know in the chat. Does mushroom cut hair in an older man make you think wig? Because it makes me think wig.
But mushroom cut doesn't. It just makes me think like 90s at the latest.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Nobody.
Okay.
Anyways, I had some dumb stories for today
Oh,
as
really?
well.
Well, we've only got like 9 minutes left.
I know, and that's great because we're getting ready for like a ding my stop today. However, I only bring it up now because normally I just let it pass and then I'm like, great, now I've got stories for the next day. But I do want to bring this one up because I saw it. And I was like, Stacy found a dumb story before I found a dumb story.
I did?
You did.
Whoa.
This dumb story is a Pennsylvania woman, 93 years old,
Oh, yes.
makes coronavirus plea for more beer amid
Yes.
lockdown in her viral photo.
Yeah. And then
And you put this photo up, and it is the best thing in the world that this 93-year-old lady with a huge smile
yeah.
and holding a Coors Light up has a whiteboard that just says out the window, "I need more beer!" double exclamation mark.
I'm going to try and find this for our chat. But I loved this woman so much and I relate to her absolutely.
They interviewed her,
Really?
and they wrote, and her quote was, "It's something to relax, you know. I think it's nice, something for a young lady." I love it. Would someone? Oh yeah, one user wrote, "I love it. Would someone go get her a case of Coors Light, please? God bless her."
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I got a photo. Hold on. I'll bring it up.
I love that this is what we are rallying around. Is this lady? Because there's another one. I'm ready to I'm ready to take a road trip and to help that gal out.
Well, I just think it's nice. And also, like, don't we all need more beer in a way?
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean
But she is
alcohol.
93, so like, let's keep our distance from her, okay, guys?
Yeah, let's not make it a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Let me see what I got. Oh, I found it. Here we go. I'll put it up. Yeah, I loved this story. I can't believe I beat you to I can't
A
believe
dumb story without even trying.
Well,
now you're beating me at things and not even trying to beat me at things. My life is. I gotta go get like a screen door on my forehead.
I thought this was such a cute story. Also, like, she's just boozed up on 2 Coors Light.
There's the photo. It's so nice.
Yeah. I found this new
She
beer.
just looks so lovely.
So cute. But she's just like, get out of my house after a couple
Yeah, in real
Coors
life,
Light.
she's a freaking nightmare, baby.
Oh, yeah,
we don't
she-
know this
she
lady.
might- Hello.
I mean, she's at 93 and chugging beer. She might have an attitude.
I hope
We
that's
don't
me.
know.
I really hope that's me. But I like her being like, I'm an old lady. Get me more beer. We got the Corona. I need my Coors. My grandmother was always a vodka orange juice kind of gal. Yeah, so I
Oh,
love
she
this
was so
woman.
nice.
I just love this woman so much. I just simply
I wanted to
really
see like
cannot.
they film it, and then as a joke, she thought it'd be funny to maybe crush the can on her head. So it's just her like slowly trying to go and not breaking the can at all, and then just laughing.
Dang it, you came just in time. It's my last one. Help me out.
Someone give me a beer.
Push it on my forehead.
Woo!
What do I gotta do for beer? It's so nasty. I have found, because I'm trying to
Spring
avoid.
break.
Oh my God, yeah. You missed spring break. It's right here. We've lost it. It's not even funny. It's just this bottom of the barrel stuff we're doing here. But I have found, because I'm trying to avoid the grocery store, and the grocery store sells beer. So I've been trying to order from like local breweries, which I struggle with because I like that old woman, shitty beer.
Yeah.
I love a Moosehead. I love a Keith's. I like what are those, like lagers?
Yeah. Like a Pilsner and a lager are pretty similar because they're just like lighter color. And yeah, they're fine, man. You don't need, like, I love a good, like,
You love a crafty,
craft beer, and I
and
like to try all the weird. I mean,
no.
Stacey knows. Give me all the weirdest thing on your menu.
And I say, give me
Great.
the one that tastes like lake water. That's what I want. Jason's like, what's surprising? And I'm like, I don't want a story.
Ooh, a coffee stout with like a shiitake mushroom blend. Okay, that sounds interesting.
You had me a coffee stout. Like I would have a few sips of that, but I can't. No. I don't think.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could date someone who's like, hey, so what do you got on? Tell me about this new one you got on tap. I'd be like, we're done. This isn't gonna work.
Just like rubbing his soul patch.
Right here.
Yeah.
What are you? And it's off a bit. So, watermelon saison, you say? I'd be like, we're done. I can't handle this. I have found a really great beer though. If you're in the Toronto area, it's really great. So my friend Thomas dropped off some beer for me, which was really great, and it's like low-cal, nice. It's a Pilsner from Mill Street, and that one's really good. And I also really liked this new beer. I don't know if it's new, but it's from Henderson's Brewery, and it's called Picnic. And it's a like 3%, 3.5%, but it has lemon in it, and it's really nice. Yeah. And so I've been ordering.
The shandy one you were talking about, yeah.
It's not a shandy at all.
It's not a shandy, but
not even at all. It's not sweet at all, but it's just a super light beer, and I love it. It's nice. Yeah. Tasha said they were in Toronto last summer and they liked Bellwoods. Yeah, Bellwoods Brewery is really good. That's a really good one too.
They've got a few good, yeah. And like, remember when they would hit big, like it was like 2 summers ago or whatever, when they were like, oh, now all these beers have a touch of grapefruit in them. Those are good for like 1 or 2.
A Radler?
Sit around and have it. Yeah, Radler.
The problem with, not the problem, but I like to cut my Radlers with like a bit of gin. But then you can only have one because then you're like, give me more beer.
My I mean, they're like 2.5 to 3%. So I just like to cut mine with like a line of Coke and maybe a good shot of heroin. And then they're great.
I just want someone to punch me in the neck and then I just do some drugs. What I like to do with my Radler is I like to whip out my Halle Berries, toast them with a mirror, and then just shoot it back.
Then I choke myself a bit till I feel dizzy, and then I'm out for a time.
Choke myself until I feel dizzy.
Wait a minute. Is this the... I know you guys are kind of like an alternative ad agency, but this is the commercial you're bringing us?
Yes. Have you seen Swordfish? But a gin with a Radler is just so tasty. It really is. It's really tasty. But you'll forget your name. You can't have more. You can't have more than one, or you're going to want to break up with somebody. You're going to end a friendship, a love affair. It's something. It's a different level. Yeah. Don't you like doing that, Jay? Why don't you try it?
What am I trying?
Have you ever done that with a Radler? Like throwing some gin in there?
Put in a bit of gin?
I can't mess with vodka. I don't like vodka at all.
Vodka's pretty tasteless. When you add it to stuff, you're all right.
I can just taste it though. Like everyone likes White Claws, and I can't.
You can't.
I just can't.
Well, I don't have any gin here, but I do have vodka. I also don't have Radlers, so I guess this whole thing's gone to shit.
Well,
what I'm getting at is, why don't I just get off this podcast and I'll go and I'll grab vodka, find whatever else I got in here, choke myself a little bit, put my tits on a mirror, and I'll let you guys know how it goes.
I bet you, I know we're joking, you have a great time. If I could sit in my backyard, actually I don't tan, but you know, if I could.
No, you go straight to red.
straight to red, and then back to whatever this is.
I'm tanning later on today because I'm going to put lemon in my hair. Not making fun of this, Mark. It's going to honestly happen, and we'll see if it makes any difference for tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you this,
I'm
and
going to go sit in the sun for a bit.
well, I do love that, and I will tell you that Mark is correct. I mean, I didn't use lemon, but when I tree planted, not to brag, but I will bring it up whenever not asked about it. When I was tree planting, I remember I went like completely blonde, like blonde, just being out in the
I
sun.
know that you've brought this up before.
Yeah.
It just seems so
Yeah.
un-Stacy like that you were a tree planter at one time.
Does
in
it
your
really
life.
now? I think it actually really changed me because I still am like a bit of a princess, but
I feel like your sister could be a tree planter.
oh,
and that would be
hell yes. I wish my sister went tree planting when she was younger. She would have made so much cash. She's such a good worker. But yeah, I slept outside for like almost 3 months.
which is like blows my mind
And I hadn't ever
because
like
I've been on road trips with you, and you're like, hell no. You
what?
think we're staying here?
That's you. I left a shit in the toilet and you talk about it now. Who's the princess?
I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, you always bring it up. You brought it up.
I did not bring it up.
I
Let's go
bet
back
you-
to the podcast to see who brings that story
The
up.
pollcast? Absolutely. And when we're done with that, let's get to the podcast. Jason, I feel like you saying that I am a princess is hilarious.
Mark said it. I didn't say it, and I was going to bring this up, but 100%.
I can imagine Stacey with dreadlocks tree planting. I don't have the
Then you
thickness
just know
for
her
them.
sister. That's going to be your sister.
Yeah. Well, my cousin had them, red hair too. And then she had to shave them off. And it was something. But yeah, my cousin had full dreadlocks.
Like she had to shave them off like Sinead O'Connor style. Like she was just straight.
Well, I
bald?
think you have to I think her hair to regrow it. She looked great with her head shaved, but I remember I made her really upset. Do you remember Empire Records, that movie?
Yep.
Have you seen it?
Great movie.
Have you seen it? No.
I think so.
Okay, I'm not going to give
I did see it, but I to be honest, Empire Records, I remember seeing it like when it came out, and I remember I liked it a lot, but I couldn't tell you about more than
so
one scene in that movie.
I remember coming down and my cousin had to shave her head. And so obviously it's a very tumultuous time and very sensitive. And at that point I was not sensitive in any capacity. And I remember coming down and going, shock me with that deviant behavior. Anyways, not a big story. Only her and I will get it. But yeah, and my cousin is a natural redhead. So she had like naturally red dreads, which obviously don't play today. So she's not doing it now. But, anyways, yeah, but I went tree planting and we should watch Empire Records. Something to think about.
Well, and here's the thing: we got to talk about the movie that we're going to do for Monday, just quickly as well. Have we decided fully that we're going to do Mean Girls?
Oh, okay, yeah. So there was talk of having Two Little Sammys come on because Two Little Sammys is like the joy of joys in Mean Girls. So we thought maybe we would watch Mean Girls and then talk to Jan on Monday about the movie. So let us know in the comments if that's something you want.
And let us ask Jan to make sure that that's okay. And then
Yeah, Jan, is that okay? All right, friends. Well, I know that you have to run off, Jason, because you look really great. So that obviously means you're about to teach. So, so thank you everyone for being in the chat. If you're listening to this and you're like, wow, there was a lot of movement and photos. There was today. So you should check us out on our YouTube channel. We go live every weekday at 12:30. And thank you everyone for being in the stream today. We super, super appreciate it. I will put the photos we were talking about up on our Instagram so you can float through them as well. And we will see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Tomorrow, when we're gonna have some guests tomorrow.
We have some guests tomorrow, so we will announce that when we confirm that they're going to be here. So
They're gonna be here.
we
They'll
will
be
talk
here.
to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.